because these are going to be delicious.
They are. You're live now. Good evening, everybody.
I am.
Yep.
All right. I suppose I should probably get my stuff in order then, hey? Actually, I'm just going to leave those sit there for just a minute more. What we are actually doing tonight is making dessert. I know, something not usual for me. But tonight we're actually making something called pot de crème. And this is my take on pot de crème. And usually I make it with caramelized apples, but tonight I'm actually making it with caramelized plantains. Plantains are beautiful. They actually are similar to a banana, but they're nice and firm and they hold up much better to cooking. And tonight's plantains were sliced thinly, and then I pan-seared them in some butter until they browned. Then I added some brown sugar and some rum and a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of nutmeg. And now I'm just going to add a scoopful of these lovely plantains to each of these little jars. I love serving dessert in these little jars because you can actually do up the lids and store them in the refrigerator for later. So we're going to load these up. Whoops. Want to try and, as I throw all the sugar around, want to try and be as even as possible. So I'd like to try and at least get 3 plantains in each of these jars. If there's extra, then I'll top them up afterwards. So about a half a cup of brown sugar and a shot of rum, a teaspoon of vanilla, and about half a cup of water, and you let that just cook down till it forms a beautiful caramel sauce. And then you can just let it simmer. And then once it thickens up a little bit, you can turn it off, remove it from the heat, and allow it to cool. And there's only one tiny little plantain left. So we're just going to drizzle in a little bit of that sugar and rum mixture.
You can put that extra plantain in mine.
I can I? Okay, I'll put in this one right here. There, 1 extra plantain right there. Oh, and I should lick the spoon maybe.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want it to go to waste.
No. And that little hint of rum, so nice. And this actually is just pre-cooked vanilla custard. And it's been completely cooled. If you want to make sure that you don't have a film on the top of your custard, after you make it, you just cover it with a piece of cellophane or cling wrap. And that way the film won't form on the top and you don't get any lumps. It's nice and smooth. So we're going to have that in a bowl. Then over here in my mixer, I'm actually going to pour 1 cup of whipping cream. And then we're going to whip this and not add anything else. The nice thing, one of the reasons why I love this dessert so much is because it is super light. I know, sounds really strange to say that cream is light, but it's not super sweet. Oh, this isn't plugged in.
Do plug it in.
I know, right? Hey, welcome to the live. Never know what's going to happen. So I'm just going to start it on low. And gradually increase the speed, just because I don't want it to splatter.
Especially on your artwork.
Yeah, I know. Okay, that peacock feather, guys, I wish that the camera could even do it justice. It is like glass. It's so beautiful.
It really is. Just an amazing piece of art.
Okay, so I'm going to turn that baby up to 3 now. And while that is blending, I actually have a tray full of granola here. And you can use any kind of granola. This one actually is by Kashi. It's got some nice little puffed rice pieces in it too, and a little bit of cinnamon. And I'm going to heat the oven up to 375 and pop that in there just to toast them a little bit. And yeah, like I said, the nice thing about using these little pots is that then you can cover them and put them in the refrigerator after.
Not sure how the audio is right now. I'm going to come in close to you so that they can hear you.
Oh, just in case they can't hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, because the mixer's going.
Yeah.
I know, it doesn't take very long to whip the cream, but it is a loud process. Ooh, if you want to see something while we're waiting for that, take a look at this right here. David, you'll be jealous. Look at that.
That is dinner.
I know. I'm on a bit of a taco kick. We went to our favorite Latin grocery store on Sunday and picked up or refilled stock on lots of things that we were out of. And so we have lots of tacos right now. So we are actually having cochinita pibil tonight. Probably for the third time in the month, actually. We might be a bit addicted, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of our jam. We really like the tacos. So okay, I'm going to come in here. It's going to be loud, but you see how the whipped cream just starts to develop a thickness. You're waiting for it to come to, I don't know, you know what whipped cream...
Stiff peaks.
You know what whipped cream looks like. So stiff peaks is the term. Alright, I'm going away from it now. Because it's loud.
So I'm going to turn it up just a little bit more. So
Perfect.
it's good that Aaron's backing away. The reason that I gradually raise the speed in increments like that is to avoid it from splashing up out of the bowl. So like I said, it doesn't take very many minutes. So some of this is a little bit lolly. I'm sure that's not as entertaining as you'd like it to be.
You could do a dance.
I could do it now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, Crystal says that David is officially jealous. How did our peaks come out?
They are nice and stiff.
Perfect.
Okay, so now we're going to take this, and actually Crystal and David have had the pleasure of having this lovely dessert, just not with the plantains. So we'll let you know how it is. So now I'm going to slowly fold in this whipped cream.
Just fold it in?
Just, oh my God. How do you fold it in? No, you just fold it in, David. You just fold it in. That actually is a funny little reference from Schitt's Creek. I don't know if anybody ever watched that show, but hilarious nonetheless. So now I'm going to add all of that nice fluffy whipped cream into the cooled, oh, I have it all over myself, into the cooled custard. And yeah, you don't want to break down that whipped cream because you want it to stay nice and fluffy. So you just want to slowly fold that.
Fold it in, Karen.
Folding it in, Aaron. Folding it in.
Should have put that as the hashtag. I think that's trending right now.
Hashtag fold it in. No, we could always edit that.
It's true.
So I think I've mentioned a time or two before that I'm not a huge dessert maker or eater for that matter. As a matter of fact, I might be one of the only people on the planet who hates cake.
Yeah, you might
But
be.
yeah, I really dislike cake. So it's hard for me to find a dessert that I really enjoy, and I like this one quite a bit because it is so light and creamy. So I'm going to slowly fold that in. And then I'm just going to check on my granola for a minute here. Oh, perfect.
That's
Nice
why you're the
and
chef. That would
golden
still be
brown.
there when I was all done.
So yes, you just want it to be nice and golden brown and crispy. And we're going to set it over here and let that cool off just a little bit
I can come over and show the toasted.
while we finish loading our bowls.
It smells great. Anytime you toast anything, it just brings out that aroma.
I know, it smells
Fills
so
the
good.
kitchen. It's wonderful.
And rinse that off. And now to fill the little pots. We're just going to fill them till they have a nice covering over those plantains. I'm going to say like maybe 3 full tablespoons in each jar. And plantains are also nicer than bananas because they're not quite as sweet. So again, not too heavy on the, it helps it stay nice and light.
They look great. And this is why it's just simple and decadent. Looks beautiful. It tastes amazing. And it really is that simple.
I know, so easy.
Caramelizing the plantains or apples or anything of that nature is a relatively quick and easy job. I leave it for her because she's better at it, but it's quick
I know,
and easy.
I love that. He's like, it's a quick and easy job. Like he has any idea. Well, actually.
I've been here while you do it. And a quick little whipped cream, a little custard folded in, and look at that, beautiful. Are you gonna have enough to go?
I'm gonna try and stretch it. We'll see. Usually makes enough. Might have slightly slighted my custard amount today. But I think we'll have a small one.
Probably best to just take the
Usually
small one
makes
for
a
lunch.
full good 8 size servings. But we can get the remnants out of here for sure. Just gonna use my little spatula to get the rest of it, just because I'm a tad shy.
No, you're not.
Tad shy of filling it up for
Oh,
each
okay.
jar. So we'll just scoop out all the rest of that fluffy goodness. And this one will just be a tiny one. Somebody's gonna get chipped. Sorry.
You're wearing a necklace tonight. Do you want to talk about it? It's really cute.
New and it's really cute, and I just really like it. I'm big into words of positivity right now. I just feel like I need a reminder. I'm sick of not seeing my friends. I'm sick of not seeing my family. So yeah, the positivity words are right up my alley right now. So this one right here says believe. And I really like it. So then, what you do after that is you're going to add just a little bit of dulce de leche. Dulce de leche is actually just condensed milk that's cooked down until it caramelizes. So you can add just a nice little dollop of that to the top of each dish.
And that's where all the sweetness you want is in the dish.
Yeah, dulce de leche, I've never had the chance to try it. So what you can do is you buy a jar, or a can, should I say, of condensed milk and put it in a really, really hefty pot that can fill quite a lot of water, because you want the water to be well above the line of the pot. And you're going to have to refill it at certain intervals, but you're going to cook that, boil it in the can for about 3 hours. And then you're going to let it cool. And when you open the can, it's this rich, caramely, beautiful, indulgent, creamy dessert. And yeah, in Mexico, they use dulce de leche on lots of things. It's quite beautiful. So now we're just going to break up that granola. Bring it on over and add a nice little topping to each of these jars. And it gives it just a little bit of crunch. A couple of these jars I maybe overfilled and then underfilled a few others. So
I know which ones I'm having.
you can make it stretch if you need to. Whoops. And once the granola, if you have a leftover granola, you can actually just store. Wow, that was really hard for me. Store it in an airtight container and use it again for toppings on yogurt or on top of your fruit. Now, the cool thing about these little desserts is that after they're done, you put the little lid on it. Now, these get refrigerated. You need to refrigerate them for at least 1 hour, but they can be refrigerated for 24 to 48, and they just get better with time. And makes such great and easy storage in your fridge. So that is it, guys. That is the simplest and most indulgent dessert I know how to make. And it's so, so easy. Pot de crème, my version.
They do look great.
And yeah, that custard and whipped cream, as you refrigerate it for an hour, it thickens up and firms up a little bit. And it just has the most beautiful velvety texture. So there we go, guys. That's it. Pot de crème. And like I said, put these in the refrigerator now for at least 1 hour, but it can be up to 24 to 48 hours. They just get better the longer that they're allowed to meld together. Hope everyone has a great Thursday night. We are going to go eat. And yeah, I'll send you a picture of dessert later on. Love you. Bye.